Hi, I'm Sam J. Rankin. Welcome to the channel. This year, William Friedkin passed away, director probably best known for The Exorcist. I thought I'd check another one of his films, the 1977 film Sorcerer. Like the trucks filled with volatile nitroglycerin that must make their way through treacherous rainforests, this film slowly inched its way deeper into my head, and what started out as a straightforward, grimy slice of 70s cinema became something much more philosophical in nature, in my opinion. This film feels like it almost wrong-foots you on purpose in the first section of the film, taking you through 4 different seemingly unrelated incidents. It's kind of refreshing to be given no context on these characters and how you're meant to feel about them. A man casually executes someone. A Palestinian militant causes an explosion and escapes the military. A French businessman is accused of fraud, witnesses his business partner committing suicide and escapes. And a bank thief steals from a mob-connected priest and flees the country. There's something that I think modern films lose when they hit you over the head with exposition and tell you exactly how to feel about the character at the start of a movie. Sorcerer really takes time to tell these 4 individual stories, and I had that feeling of, oh man, this is taking, a long chunk of time to figure out who these guys are. It's not connected in any way, but it really pays off towards the end of the film about their past and what it says about what William Friedkin was trying to explore in Sorcerer, in my opinion. These 4 characters wind up in a remote village in Colombia and become a ragtag group of truck drivers promised a large reward if they can travel some extremely unstable dynamite across the country. Just to save a bit of time and confusion, I'm going to call these characters the thief, the assassin, the bomber, and the fraudster. The 4 men, all with hidden pasts, keep things pretty quiet. And that's the way a lot of the film travels. Small, unspoken movements as these trucks lurch and stumble through rough terrain and over-raging rivers. Friedkin's choice to keep things minimal results in a deep feeling of immersion as the sweat-drenched men work their way slowly through the forest. Some spoilers right now coming up. I realize that the very complex backstory at the beginning of the film might hint to this type of philosophy, that no matter how hard these men try, they will never escape death, or I guess an untimely death, based on their previous actions. Of course, at least one truck has to explode, and it does in an almost banal manner. After surviving bumpy roads, raging rivers, and exploding trees, the truck carrying the French fraudster and the bomber blows a tire mid-sentence, flinging the whole exploding mess over the side of the road. The Frenchman, who witnessed the death of his associate due to his fraud, can only run so far. The bomb maker, narrowly missing the police at the beginning of the film, also meets a similar fate. Moments later, the second truck carrying the assassin and the thief is hijacked by guerrilla fighters. The assassin is shot in the process, meeting a similar fate to his first victim. Towards the end of this film, the thief is barreling through a truly bizarre wasteland of sand and rocks, his pale, dust-covered and ghostly face staring blankly through the truck's window. This place feels like a purgatory. The eerie early morning light, the otherworldly rock structures. It's almost like that the thief actually did die in the car accident as he tried to escape the mobster, and now he's having to find his way out of the afterlife and back to the world of the living. The truck runs out of petrol, he leaves the assassin there, and he stumbles to the mine, hellfire burning around him as he delivers the dynamite and collapses. So, maybe a happy ending after all. The thief, the only one who survived, gets his money, gets his freedom, and then there's even this slow, lovely celebration of life dance with the barmaid. But this is a 70s film, they're grimy and they're often pessimistic, and that slither of hope disappears very fast because the mobsters who are connected to the people that he robbed from at the start of the film turn up outside the front. And that, I think, is such a beautiful encapsulation of this slow bullet that's being fired. He dodged it once, and maybe he thought he got away with it. He got out of purgatory, and he's back amongst the living, but it's no use. This is a inevitable death for the thief. Thanks for watching. I assume you've watched this film, or maybe you're just reading this to get an idea of the story and all the spoilers. But let me know what you think about Sorcerer in the comments below.